All the events which are concerning India, as I said, directly or indirectly, become extremely important. Multiple revision is a key, and after revision, consolidation is actually the only way to success. Try to integrate the syllabus along with everything which is happening in and around. You would be able to place yourself exactly what UPSC is demanding. Don't make over ambitious target. Make humanly possible, manageable targets.
Hello aspirants, welcome to our conversation series with esteemed faculty members of Vision IS. In today's video, we are joined by Shruti Joshi ma'am of International Relations. Welcome ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir.
Ma'am, UPSC Prelims is on 16th June 2024 and it is a crucial time period for all the aspirants. In this context, ma'am, what are some of the key challenges that aspirants face?
Okay, sir. If we downsize the challenges just to three categories, which are most important challenges, this is what, where, and how. So, what means what to study? What to study means students at this point really are confused that what are the priority areas. Where to study? Where to study means they are not able to figure out what should be the exact sources, especially at this crucial time. And how to study means how to manage the time. So time management, of course, is very important challenge students are facing right now.
Right, ma'am. So in this context, ma'am, what advice do you have for the students to address these challenges?
Okay, so sir, the first challenge which I mentioned, that is what to study. So what to study means we need to prioritize. So again, you see, I always suggest student that UPSC itself has given the answer for that. So first of all, try to assimilate UPSC syllabus very thoroughly. And whenever current events comes across you, try to figure out whether you are able to locate those topics within the syllabus. If somehow you are able to create that linkage, of course, that particular thing is definitely going to be very important for the exam. Also, you see, if we look into the last year's trend of few past year question paper, we would find out that approximately 15 to 20 questions, sir, are basically in a tough category. Rest all the questions are quite manageable. So what to study may, we need to focus upon those areas which are manageable. Why to stuck ourselves into those areas we are really difficult, right? So try to figure ourselves more on that manageable zone. So for that, current affairs or general studies could be divided into two categories. So this is the static portion and this is a dynamic portion. So now try to figure out in static portion, which is quite easy to manage. So questions on polity, geography, economics, art, culture, history. These from standard reference books or from your class notes or from your own self notes, you can take forward. As far as current affairs is concerned or something regarding international relations, try to take forward newspapers as well as monthly current affair magazine. So what to study, you need to understand that things which are really, really important as per the syllabus, that too concerning India, most importantly, because after all we are appearing for Indian civil services. So a topic which is concerning India, affecting India directly or indirectly, of course, becomes very important. The second section is where to study. So now this includes the problem of plenty. So I always suggest students that instead of running after multiple sources, it's always better you get hold of single sources from all these genres. So be it the static portion or the current affairs, get hold of few important sources and keep revising it. Multiple revision is a key, and after revision, consolidation is actually the only way to success. So revision and consolidation, don't run after multiple sources. So where to study may static, as I said, reference books are of course important, class notes or your own self-made notes. For current affairs, get hold of 2 newspapers and of course 1 monthly magazine. 1 monthly magazine, it says monthly. This means the entire month is the time on which you need to go for it. So in a very deep and in a very elaborate way, try to figure out and complete that monthly magazine. Last is how to study. So how to study is one of the most important challenge people, every student, every time during a class also keeps asking us. So now I actually suggest them that whatever time is left for your self-study now, try to divide it into 4 important sections. One section denote to the static portion. Of course, that includes those manageable questions which are easily able to crack them. Second part of your routine you should keep for current affairs. That would include reading of newspaper or monthly current affair magazine. The third important part of your daily routine, always and always invest that into practice questions. So now prelims are like 2 months away. So try to capitalize that particular time. At least devote. Abhi to you can devote even 1 or 1.5 hours daily for prelims practice. And the last portion of our routine, I always suggest student, please give that time to relieve yourself from all the stress. So that should be a time where you are relaxing your mind. So during that time, you can take forward like yoga, small physical activity, go for a walk, meditate, because mental health now at this point becomes really important. So this should be the way in which you can manage the time, and weekend should be left for the revision. So as I said, revision and consolidation. So every week, like 5 days you have studied, so 6th and 7th day you would be making for the entire revision. So this should be the way for time management.
Right, ma'am. Ma'am, in terms of test preparation and consolidation, taking tests on a daily basis or on a very regular basis and analyzing one's performance is also key to UPSC preparation, right? So in this context, how do you see Abhyaas Prelims 2024?
So, sir, Abhyaas Prelims, this is an exercise and a brainchild of Vision IS. And I personally feel that this could be a one-stop destination for those who really want to crack the exam without wasting much time. So now the USP of this Abhyaas practice is, first of all, this is being conducted in almost 100 plus cities all across India. So definitely it's going to give you a feeling that you are competing at a national level. Also, statistics do refer that 1 out of 3 successful candidates somewhere down the line have taken recourse to this exercise. Also, Abhyaas practice becomes important because it gives you a live stimulus experiment. That is, you would be able to understand the real feeling of the exam, because it is actually that time only when the exam is also conducted. So definitely that would be a very, very nice experiment, and you can always take forward it.
Ma'am, you have explained Abhyaas very well, but if students ask how to effectively utilize the Abhyaas test, what advice would you give them?
Okay, so sir, here comes how can you integrate. If you are undergoing Abhyaas Prelims practice, how can you integrate it with your prelims preparation? So you see, Abhyaas also comes up with a brilliant idea of performance feedback, where corrective solutions are also being provided. So once you are done with your exam, you would be provided your entire performance appraisal, wherein you would be provided all kind of feedbacks. Also at the same time, All India ranking are also being shown. Though I always suggest students don't take these rankings seriously. But definitely, when you are getting this kind of feedback, you are able to understand what are the lacunae, what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses. So try to capitalize on your strength and try to work upon your weaknesses. Also, when you keep getting your ranking at All India level, of course, you will be getting an idea where you stand right now immediately before the examination. So this is the way. Now, when the corrective solutions are also being coming, try to take forward those things, try to capitalize on that, and try to then strategize your UPSC preparation. So this is the way you can integrate Abhyaas with your prelims practice.
Right now. Ma'am, moving on to subject-specific preparation, what is your advice for the students who want to approach international relations for the prelims part?
So actually, international relations, as I discussed, GS is divided into 2 sections, static and dynamic. So international relations or current affairs, this is basically the dynamic portion. And of course, this is a real challenge because everything keeps on changing. So most of the students have this issue that, ma'am, what are the priority areas, especially regarding prelims? So sir, again, the answer UPSC itself has given. Go across the UPSC syllabus and try to decode that syllabus in a very detailed way. Also go across the previous UPSC year question paper. You would be able to figure out what are those genres in which questions are being asked. If I would like to summarize it, this would be all the events which are concerning India, as I said, directly or indirectly, become extremely important. Also issues in current affairs, if I am saying, and believe me, current affairs is not only international relation. Current affairs topic might include topics from static portion also, like polity, like economics, like geography. So I'm addressing to all those current affair issues. So any issue which is concerning and giving you a gender perspective. So women becomes important, women question. Something regarding subaltern studies or the vulnerable section, that becomes important. These days, issues concerning ICT intervention are very important. So these could be few focus points. E-governance initiative could be very important. Also, issues or concerns regarding climate change, environment. So these could be few important portions on priority basis. I believe every student should take forward.
Right, ma'am. Ma'am, a lot of students focus or they wonder about what exactly would be the high focus areas that they should be focusing upon, considering that they have very limited time from international relations.
So if precisely now I come to international relations, again as I said, let's decode the syllabus. And decoding of the syllabus is very important because you are very familiar with the syllabus. So once you are decoding the syllabus, then try to figure out the concepts whether they are figuring into that particular framework. So now how we proceed further in international relation, if a very brief way, if I give you an idea. So first of all, we discuss India and neighborhood. That's what's written in the syllabus also. India and neighborhood includes India and the neighboring countries. That includes Pakistan, Bangladesh, Maldives, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan, Afghanistan and China. So primarily when we are dealing with this idea, definitely if anything in international relations is happening amidst these countries or in regard to India with these countries, automatically becomes important. Now go forward to the region. So this is the entire IOR or Indo-Pacific region. Huge amount of development has happened last year. For instance, if I look into IOR, so try to figure out, recently if you take forward Operation Sankalp, the entire operation was in IOR. So of course Operation Sankalp becomes important. Try to figure out what was that area. So like Gulf of Aden was that area. Try to go forward with the mapping. So try to figure out what are the surrounding countries of Gulf of Aden. Coming to the IOR region, what is India's foreign policy? What do you mean by Sagar Initiative? What do you mean by Project Mosam? What are the member countries of Project Mosam? This should be step-by-step approach as far as prelims is concerned. Indo-Pacific region. Quad, last year only we had a meeting at Hiroshima. Try to figure out what is that meeting. Then we can take forward the idea concerning Quad Plus, New Quad, IPEF, India backed out from trade pillar. What are the reasons are important for mains, but what do you mean by IPEF? Is it a free trade agreement? What contribution to GDP it is making? All these points becomes important for prelims. Now shift your focus to India and extended neighborhood. India and Southeast Asia comes up. Last year only we had this ASEAN meeting, ASEAN ADMM Plus meeting, East Asian Summit. Where was this meeting conducted? What were the key points or initiatives which were being made? Come back to Central Asia. Now Central Asia, important summits kya thi? This was India Central Asia summit level meeting. This was C plus C5 meeting, that is China plus C5 meeting. All these contexts now become important. Next is Middle East, one of the most important flashpoint of geopolitics right now. So now West Asia mein whole lot of things are happening. This is the Red Sea navigation deniability. Try to figure out where Red Sea is. What are the surrounding countries? Okay, where is the Gulf of Aden? What is Balbab Mandab? Is there any surrounding another trade point? Yes, I know this is Strait of Hormuz. What else? We can have Suez Canal also. Try to figure out, since Suez Canal is now overburdened, most of the trade routes are now being diverted to Cape of Good Hope. Where is this Cape of Good Hope? This should be the way how you can take forward the UPSC syllabus and try to club it with the current affairs. Then go back to the Eurasian region. Russia-Ukraine crisis becomes important. What are the surrounding countries? Why Poland is so important, right? Then try to figure out how NATO is intervening. Ab NATO ka intervention is important for mains, but membership of NATO can be important for prelims. What are the new members of NATO? SCO, look into the regional organization. So in Indian Ocean region or in South Asia, go forward for SAARC, BIMSTEC. Go for Southeast Asia, that is ASEAN. Central Asia, you don't have one single regional body. You can go back to Eurasia, this is SCO, then come back to G7, then you already have discussed NATO. So these are few, G20, which India recently conducted. So these should be key focus area. So this is the way I'm trying to tell. Try to integrate the syllabus along with everything which is happening in and around. You would be able to place yourself exactly what UPSC is demanding. So summits are important. Organizations are important, memberships are important. India ke case mein India's foreign policy is important. So these could be few of the priority areas as far as international relations is concerned.
Ma'am, again, managing stress and anxiety also plays a huge role in UPSC preparation. In this context, ma'am, what is your advice to the students to maintain their mental health during this phase and on the day of exam?
This already I had discussed, and this was a reason I also said that when you are managing your time, take a particular time of your daily routine in order to relieve yourself from all the stress. So now, how to come out from this anxiety and stress? First of all, dear student, kindly understand that this is something which is natural for each and every student. So don't think that you are the only person who is suffering from all these kind of apprehensions and insecurity. So this is common for all. Second very important thing is, don't be very much focused upon the result. What would happen, no one knows. So the idea is, in our hand, what is there, that's our hard work. So try to capitalize on the hard work, and believe me, if you are working hard, no one will stop you to achieve your goal. Definitely you would be rewarded for that. Another thing, I would always suggest students that don't go into that loop of overthinking. Don't try to overthink a lot. Take things in a way they are coming. Day-to-day basis may take those things. Also, when you are preparing, I always suggest students that when you are preparing, don't make over-ambitious target. Make humanly possible, manageable targets. Targets should be precisely somehow like for 1 and 2 hours what I would be completing. And believe me, student, if you are able to complete the target in 1 or 2 hours, the immense moral boosting, the morale which would be boosted, that will help you to take yourself forward. So these could be few tips during the preparation. Now, as you said, the day of the examination. So dear student, remember always one thing. If you have studied a particular topic, sections, and I'm sure you must have gone for that. If you have studied, for instance, international relations, current affairs very nicely. If you have studied, for instance, polity, economics, any other static sections, then the moment you enter the exam, now it's only and only your determination and your confidence that will take you far. So definitely what all is coming logically to your mind, be very confident that if it's coming into your mind and I have studied it thoroughly, definitely this is going to be the correct option. So this should be the way. So now during the examination, it is confidence which will take you forward, because believe me, UPSC is also a mind game. So definitely you have to take forward your confidence.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, my last question to you is, what motivational message would you like to send or to give to the aspirants who are watching this video right now?
Okay, sir. First of all, few tips I would like to give. First, be very, very focused. Second, please don't waste time. Please don't waste time. Reason because, you see, consider it as an immense opportunity, which I believe your parents and the entire universe has provided to you. Hardly students get this opportunity to come prepare for this prestigious service, and definitely the outcome of this service are like marvelous. So take this as an opportunity and don't waste time. Third important point, as I always told you before also, don't be in that overthinking loop. Try to consider this, that this is one opportunity and I am going to bag it. You see, student, ups and downs, if you remember this thing and you understand it for life also, ups and downs are part of life. Even a ECG machine also considers straight line to be a dead man. So how can you consider that ups and downs will not be part and parcel of your journey? Definitely it would be, it might be. So don't get bowed down with those kind of challenges. You keep moving. Also, you see, UPSC is one journey apart from all kind of static information, knowledge, all kind of knowledge skills which it is providing. UPSC also provides, and this is the beauty of UPSC journey, it helps you to become a better version of yourself. It teaches you patience, it teaches you perseverance, it teaches you diligence, it teaches you hard work. It teaches you and gives you that strength to come back even when you have gone down. And believe me, student, these qualities are going to take you far in life. So take UPSC as a learning lesson. Don't crib always. Take it as an opportunity. Also, you see, as what Bhagavad Gita also says, that karma karo, phal ki ichha mat karo. So you just concentrate on your hard work. And believe me, if you have working hard, definitely hard work always pays, and there are no shortcut to success. So if you are working hard, definitely you would be rewarded. In the end, I would just like to suggest my student that you see, the very fact that you have now decided to devote youthful years of your life in preparation, this speaks volume about your courage. So this means courage is of course there in you. You are not able to identify that, but you are quite a courageous person, because it's not easy to take forward with that mental state for continuous 1 year, same level of preparation. So immense courage you people have with you. Now the time is to gather this courage. Take forward this courage, go forward, fight this examination. I am sure all my dear students will come out victoriously. Make your mentors, your faculties proud, make your parents proud, and most importantly, make yourself proud. So with that note, thanks a lot and all the very best for your life.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable insights.
Thank you so much, sir.
Dear students, we hope that this conversation series was useful to you. On that note, we wish you all the best for the upcoming Prelims exam 2024.